Hello everyone, welcome back to PackToSleeve. We've got another box of Ikoria, Lair of the Behemoths for you today. As we have done with the other boxes, focus on the rares, the mythics, the showcase, and the box topper, as well as the foils. And move quite quickly through the uncommons and commons, just for the sake of time. Alright, so box topper. And row number 3. Alright. Alright, let's see how we do. Alright, so it looks like we've got Japanese print run, which is alright. So our first rare is the Savai Triome, which is the Mardu one. Alright, let's flip through these really quick. Alright. Beast Token, Mountain, and the Shark Typhoon for 5 and 1 blue is an enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX blue Shark token with flying, where X is the spell's converted mana cost. Or you can cycle it for X, 1 and 1 blue, and when you cycle it, you create an XX blue Shark creature token with flying. Really good hit there. Sees play in a bunch of decks in Standard. Okay. Try the tab out there. And we've got our first foil rare. It is the Quartz Wood Crasher, the Gruul Dinosaur. So for 2 red, and 1 green is a 6/6 dinosaur beast with trample. Whenever one or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage to a player, create an XX green dinosaur beast token with trample, where X is the amount of damage those creatures dealt to the player. And our rare is the Crystalline Giant for 3 colorless mana. Is an artifact creature giant 3/3. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose a kind of counter at random the Crystalline Giant doesn't have on it. From among flying, first strike, death touch, hexproof, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, vigilance, and +1/+1, and put that counter on the Crystalline Giant. Oh, another Heartless Act. And our first showcase is the Cloud Piercer. Alright, moving right along. And our rare is Karuga, the Macro Sage Companion. So for 3 and 2 hybrid blue-green, it is a 5/4 legendary creature dinosaur hippo. And its companion, when your starting deck contains only cards with converted mana cost 3 or greater and land cards. When Karuga, the Macro Sage, enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other permanent you control with converted mana cost 3 or greater. Pretty solid hit there. Sees some play in the Jeskai Fires lists. Fire Prophecy is a good common. Tranquil Cove. And our rare is Kogla, the Titan Ape. For 3 and 3 green, it is a 7/6 legendary creature ape. When Kogla enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Whenever it attacks, destroy target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. And for 1/1 green, return target human you control to its owner's hand, and Kogla gains indestructible until the end of turn. Alright. And our rare is the Hunted Nightmare. For 1 and 2 black, it is a 4/5 nightmare creature with menace. When it enters the battlefield, target opponents put death touch counter on a creature they control. So, cheap to play, but gives some value to the opponent. Could be interesting versus some control decks. And we got a Migration Path foil, which is a good hit. And our rare is the Fronland Felidar. Got a bunch of these already. So for 2, 1 green and 1 white, it is a 3/5 cat beast with vigilance. And your creatures you control with vigilance have pay 1 and tap it to tap target creature. And we got the Pouncing Shore Shark showcase card. And a couple other good playables in that pack. And our rare is Kahira, the Orphan Guard. So for 1 and 2 hybrid green-white is a 3/2 legendary creature cat beast. Companion, each creature card in your starting deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast. Kahira has vigilance, and each other creature you control that is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. Really good with Fronland Felidar. Call of the Death Dweller there is a good uncommon. And we got our first mythic. It is the Fiend Artisan. Fantastic. That completes my playset. So with 2 hybrid green black, it is a 1/1 nightmare. It gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. And you can pay X and 1 hybrid green black and tap it to sacrifice another creature and search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost of X or less and put it onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. Activate this at only a time you can activate a sorcery. Zenith Flare is a good uncommon for the cycling deck. Alright, so some good hits so far. Let's see if we can keep it going. And we got Lutri, the Spell Chaser, for 1 and 2 hybrid blue-red for a legendary creature elemental otter 3/2. Companion, each non-land card in your starting deck has a different name. Lutri has Flash, and when he enters the battlefield, if you cast it, copy target instant or sorcery you control. You may then choose new targets for the copy. Alright. Has anybody opened anything particularly spicy so far? Leave a note in the comments. Let me know. I'm always interested to see what other people are opening up. And we got a foil Lava Serpent. Okay, and our rare is the Eerie Ultimatum, the Abzan one. Alright, for 2 white, 3 black, and 2 green, it is a sorcery. Return any number of permanent cards with different names from the graveyard to the battlefield. That card looks fantastic in foil. With all the purples and stuff, they did a really good job. Alright. And we got the Slither Wisp for 1 blue and 2 black. It is a elemental nightmare 3/2 with Flash. Whenever you cast another spell that has Flash, you draw a card and each opponent loses 1 life. And we got the Regal Leosar showcase card there. Alright, on to the middle stack. And our rare... Oh, nope, we got a foil Blossoming Sands. And our rare is General Kudro of Draneth for 1 white, and 1 black. It is a 3/3 legendary creature human soldier. Other humans you control get +1/+1. And whenever he enters the battlefield or another human enters the battlefield, under your control, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. You can spend 2 and sacrifice 2 humans to destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That is my first General Kudro, so that's exciting. And we got a Trumpeting Gnar showcase card in that one. Alright. Moving right along. And we got the Emergent Ultimatum, the Sultai one. So for 2 black, 3 green, and 2 blue, it is a sorcery. Search your library for up to 3 monocolored cards of different names and exile them. An opponent chooses one of them and shuffles it back into your library. You may then cast the other cards without paying their mana cost. Exile Emergent Ultimatum. Alright, I wonder if the ultimatums will probably be better in Commander, although I have seen some people playing around with them in Standard. Alright, and we got a foil Regal Leosar, and our rare is the Everquill Phoenix. So for 2 and 2 red, it is a 4/4 Phoenix with flying, and whenever this creature mutates, create a red artifact token named Feather with pay 1 and sacrifice Feather to return target Phoenix card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, and you can mutate it for 3 and 1 red. And Dire Tactics there I saw is a good one for if you want to try and play humans in any format. It can be really good removal as long as you're base Orzhov. And alright, there we go. We got the foil showcase Ralgrim Triome, the Jeskai one. Oh, that is fantastic. That is exciting. That is the first one I've gotten of those. And Titan's Nest is our rare. For 1 black, 1 green, 1 blue, it is an enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Exile a card from your graveyard to add colorless mana, and spend this mana only to cast colored spells without X in its mana cost. Flourishing Fox is a good uncommon there for the cycling deck. Man, that Triome is so good. I really like the showcase cards, and the foils are really nice. Alright, Yadaro, Wandering Monster. So for 5 and 2 red, it is an 8/8 legendary creature dinosaur turtle with trample and haste, and you can cycle it for 1 and a red. When you cycle Yadaro Wandering Monster, shuffle it back into your library from your graveyard. If you've cycled a card named Yadaro Wandering Monster 4 or more times this game, put it onto the battlefield from your graveyard instead. And we got an Auspicious Sterix showcase card. Alright. Doing pretty good so far. Got the Fiend Artisan, the foil showcase Triome. See if we can get some more hits here. We got the Savai Sabertooth foil and the Colossification, which is for 5 and 2 green. It is an enchantment aura. When it enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature, and enchanted creature gains +20/+20. Alright, Cavern Whisperer is our showcase card in that pack. And our rare is Skycat Sovereign. For 1 white and 1 blue, it is a 1/1 elemental cat with flying and gets +1/+1 for each other creature with flying. And you can spend 2 1 white and 1 blue to create a 1/1 white cat bird token with flying to build it up itself as a mana sink if you start to flood out, which is pretty cool. It's probably a pretty good budget blue-white flyers list. May not be able to compete with the best decks, but probably pretty serviceable. And our rare is Extinction Event, the sweeper. So, alright, for 3 and 1 black, it is a sorcery. Choose odd or even. Exile each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value. And 0 is an even number for that. Alright. And our rare is actually a mythic. It is Brokos, Apex of Forever. For 2, 1 black, 1 green, and 1 blue, it is a 6/6 legendary creature Nightmare Beast Elemental with trample, and you can cast Brokos from your graveyard using his mutate ability. And it mutates for 2, a hybrid blue-black, and 2 green. Alright, Titanoth Rex, General's Enforcer. Some good cards there. And we got a foil Sleeper Dart, and our rare is Mythos of Snapdax. Alright, it is for 2 and 2 white, it is a sorcery. Each player chooses an artifact, creature, enchantment, and planeswalker from among non-land permanents they control, and then sacrifices the rest. And if black and red was spent to cast a spell, you choose the permanents instead of each player. Could be interesting in a Mardu list. And we got another showcase one, in Datha Triome this time, the Abzan one. Alright. That's fantastic. Apparently the one that I have not been very good at opening so far has been the Teamer one. And we got another Quartzwood Crasher. Alright. And a Vulpikeet showcase card. So far I have not hit too many duplicates in this, which is nice. In my other boxes I have had, I think, 4 or so duplicates. So looking forward to not having those as much. Speaking of the Teamer one, here is a Ikoria Triome. The Forest Island Mountain. Very good. Alright, so that's 3 so far. And our rare is our 4th Mythic. It is Cheville, Bane of Monsters. For black and a green, it is a 1/3 legendary creature human rogue with Death Touch. At the beginning of your upkeep, if your opponent controls no permanents with bounty counters on them, put a bounty counter on target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Whenever a permanent opponent controls with a bounty counter dies, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Alright. Anybody been able to make the bounty counters work for them pretty well? And we got a Jengatha the Wellspring. So for 4 and 1 hybrid green red is a 5/5 legendary creature, elemental elk with companion. No card in your starting deck has more than one of the same mana symbol in its mana cost. And you can tap it to add Wooburg, and this mana cannot be spent to pay generic mana cost. So interesting. That's the Gruul companion, but I know as someone who plays a lot of Gruul, a lot of your best creatures are double mana creatures. So, alright, we got a foil swamp. Really cool looking. And our 5th Mythic is our Narset of the Ancient Ways. For 1 blue, 1 red, and 1 white is a 4 loyalty Narset. For +1, you gain 2 life and add 1 blue, red, or white, and spend this mana only to cast non-creature spells. You -2, draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card this way, Narset deals damage equal to the card's converted mana cost at target creature or planeswalker. And you can -6 for her emblem. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, the emblem deals 2 damage to any target. And a Glowstone Recluse. Alright, so 5 Mythics so far, plus the 2 Showcase Triomes. This box is doing pretty well so far. And no real duplicates. Oh man! And a foil Indatha Triome, the Abzan one. Man, this box is fantastic. Alright, Gemraiser. So for 1 green and 3 for a 4/4 beast with reach and trample, whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment and opponent controls, and mutate for 1 and 2 green. Alright. Need those for my Gruul decks. Gotta get the showcase foils though to make the deck really shiny. And the rare is Zadra, the Dawnwaker. For 1 and 2 hybrid red-white is a 3/3 legendary creature, elemental fox with companion. Each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. And abilities to activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. This effect cannot reduce the mana cost to less than 1 mana. And you can spend 1 and tap it to say target creature can't block this turn. And an Archipelago Showcase card. And a Migratory Greathorn. Those 2 seem to be pretty common in these boxes, but that's okay. They look really sweet. So that's, 3 foil rares in one box? And we got a Dranith Magistrate for 1 and 1 white. For a 1/3 human wizard, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. Shuts down companions, shuts down commanders, shuts down the adventure cards. If you're playing an adventures deck, you don't really want to see that across the board from you. Alright, we got a foil Cavern Whisperer. And the Showcase Vivian, Monsters Advocate, for 3 and 2 green for a 3 mana Vivian, or 3 loyalty Vivian. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. +1, create a 3/3 green beast creature token, and put your choice of a vigilance counter, reach counter, or trample counter on it. And you can -2 when you cast your next creature this turn. Search your library for a creature with lesser converted mana cost, and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Alright. This box is really good. And we still got 4 more packs to go and the box topper. So let's see if we can break our record here. So Ikoria the Collector for 2 and 2 hybrid green black for a 4/5 legendary creature ooze. With companion, each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card type. As Ikoria enters the battlefield, choose a card type. Spells you cast with the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Zenith Flare there. Alright. And we got the Genesis Ultimatum for 2 green, 3 blue, and 2 red for a sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library and put any number of permanent cards among them onto the battlefield and the rest into your hand, and then exile Genesis Ultimatum. Alright. Last 2 packs. And we got a Labyrinth Raptor for 1 black and 1 red for 2/2 Nightmare Dinosaur with Menace. Whenever a creature you control with Menace becomes blocked, defending player sacrifices a creature blocking it. And for a black and a red, creatures you control with Menace get +1/+0 till the end of turn. And the Boneyard Lurker Showcase card. Alright. And final pack. See if we can end on a Mythic. It is a foil. Jubilant Skybonder and Obosh the Prey Seeker for 3 and 2 hybrid black-red for a 3/5 legendary creature Hellion Horror. Companion, your starting deck contains only cards with odd converted mana costs and land cards. If a source you control with an odd converted mana cost would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. And a Dreamtail Heron. And finally, the box topper. I hope you enjoy this video very much, and if you do, I would love it if you'd subscribe and hit the like button to stay up to date on the different product openings. And for the box topper, we got Durat, the Perfect Pet. Alright. Well, that is everything for me for now. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and looks like I am all tapped out for now. I'll see you later.